Hi everybody, it's Pastor Aaron again with my midweek musings video, and today, in the midst of this incredibly beautiful sunny day, I actually have a serious question I want to ask you. What could be worse than being stuck at home in isolation for months on end? Now the truth is there are a lot of answers to that question, and I'm sure any one of you could come up with dozens of things they could say, but today I only have one of them on my mind. You see, since the beginning of this whole social isolation protocol, we've had members of our own church family who've been separated from their loved ones because they live in a senior's residence or they're in a hospital or something else like it. And I've been feeling frustrated, heartbroken, and often helpless about it all along. But then a few days ago, an extremely good friend of mine went into the hospital for a heart transplant. He's about my age, and we've been best of friends for more than 40 years. We grew up together, riding our bikes and having sleepovers and playing together almost every day. In many ways, he has been like a brother to me most of my life. Well, today, on top of it all, his mother, whom I also love very much, was admitted to the same hospital to undergo heart surgery herself. And as you could probably guess, no one's allowed to see them. Now that means I can't go see either one of them. But it also means neither can my friend's sister, who has to wait at home for a phone call to tell her how her brother and her mother are making out with each of their heart surgeries and their individual recoveries. Now, the Bible tells us that God is the great comforter. And I've had experiences with him that were, they were different. There have been times in my life when I felt a supernatural comfort come over me. But there have also been times in my life when I have felt desperately helpless and frustrated, even hopeless. And the comfort didn't come like a supernatural blanket of warmth. It came another way. And that is actually what I want to talk about today. You see, in 2 Corinthians chapter 1, verses 3 and 4, the Apostle Paul tells us, "Praise be to the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, the Father of compassion and the God of all comfort, who comforts us in all our troubles, so that we can comfort those in any trouble with the comfort we ourselves receive from God." Sometimes just as we live life, we get hit with stuff that just kind of knocks us over. Sometimes it feels like too much, and sometimes we need help getting up. Honestly, that's why we need each other. God doesn't always show up in a mystical and mysterious way. Sometimes he shows up in a phone call from a friend. Sometimes he shows up in an unexpected knock at your door. Sometimes he shows up in a comment from a random person on a Facebook post. Sometimes he shows up through you. So today, and in fact, going forward, I want us all to consider that. We talk all the time in the church about this idea that we are the hands and feet of Jesus. Well, let me just say that sometimes you're his voice on the phone, too. So as you think about this, as you pray about this, I want us all to think of a way that we might bring someone the encouragement they need, no matter where they may be, no matter what may be going on. Today I messaged my friend's sister and I told her that I was praying for her. I reminded her that the Heart Institute in Ottawa was one of the best in the world and that her brother and her mother were in very good hands. It was a short message. It even included a hope that she would find a nice big chocolate cake to help raise her spirits. She loves chocolate cake. And the message brought a smile to her, and I'm sure she appreciated it. And sometimes all it takes is a short message just like that to encourage someone that's hurting. Sometimes it doesn't take much at all. So consider today how you can be that for someone else this week. Is there someone that you know that could use encouragement? Because I'm willing to bet there is. So why not just reach out, even if just for a short time, to offer some hope, or perhaps just send them some love, that they would be encouraged and lifted up. I mean, honestly, you may be the voice that they need to get them back up on their feet. You know, these are trying times. It's a strange world we're living in. There's a difficulty churning in each one of us. We're challenged by different things, different parts of this isolation. But one thing I think is universal. We all need to be encouraged. And I believe wholeheartedly that that begins with us. It begins in our own hearts. I believe that just like when you smile to others, it's reciprocated. People can't help it. You smile in their face and they smile right back. Well, the same is true of encouragement. The encouraged offer encouragement. Sometimes we just need to take that first step. And so I want to encourage you this week that when you step out to make a phone call or send someone a message or FaceTime with somebody or honk your horn as you drive by their house, that just that little bit of encouragement that you offer may lift their hearts, that in turn they might do the same for someone else. Let's start ripples in the water today. Let us send out love and compassion today. Think hard about someone that you could make a phone call to or honk as you drive by. But whatever it is, I just pray that you would have blessing on every move that you make today to bless others. I wish you all the very best. I know you'll enjoy the weather. It's going to be a beautiful, sunny time for the next few days, it seems. And so I look forward to reconnecting next week in our midweek musings. Blessings all.